Hey everyone, welcome to another video from Projects Around. I'm Dave, guy behind the camera is Ray, and the project at hand today is to fix this. I'll give you a quick story behind this. I came to work the other day and this was sitting out to be thrown away. So I asked one of the guys at work what was wrong with it, and he said that he had gotten it from a guy who was going to bring it to work to use as an extra pressure washer. They already have two of them there. He was changing out, he wanted to change out the hose and put a new sprayer on it. He didn't like this old one here. And when he was cranking on it, he snapped the manifold. You can see that he had pliers on it. He was cranking, he snapped the manifold. He told me he just wasn't going to bother with it. He was going to throw it away. I asked him if I could have it and if the engine run, and he said the engine runs fine. It's just a manifold, and he says he didn't want to spend the money or mess with it. So I went online. This is a Troy built. It's a 2600 psi, and it takes 2.5 gallons per minute. I went online to look this up. They don't manufacture any of the parts for this anymore. I even called Troy built, and they were fantastic online. They were real helpful. I eventually was able to find this part on Amazon and ordered it off of Amazon. I'm going to probably guess it's a Chinese knockoff. The part number wasn't exactly the same, but boy, if you look at it, that thing looks identical to it. And then I also purchased, this is what's called an uploader. So we'll take the old one out. I didn't order this piece. We're going to take this piece out. This is what holds the uploader into the manifold. Comes with the part to attach your sprayer, and then it comes with all the bolts, hand washers or rubber washers on it. So we'll get started on that. That's the project for today. See if we can get this thing fixed. We're going to drain the oil. We're going to check the gas to make sure that the gas is good in it. We'll just go over the motor, the engine real quick, make sure everything's working, and then we'll try it out. So stay tuned. All right, Ray's going to try to get this piece off of here, off the hose, the old broken manifold, because I do want to save this hose. Want to try heating it?
We could do that, or I mean, we have a huge thing of WD-40 we could let it soak in while we're messing with
it looks
all
all
this.
corroded, like it's got water deposits on it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try this. Since it's got water deposits on it, let me go get some vinegar and a little bucket, a little Tupperware bucket, and we'll just set it aside and let it soak. All right, so we got to save that piece for the other one. Well, that's just water deposits, and we can clean that up with a little vinegar, I'm thinking, or CLR, you know. You look at it, I think this needs to be in farther, but I sure as heck can't get it to go in any farther. And that only goes that far, and that's what that adjustment is on the back pressure. But this seems like it should go down in farther, and that these slide over the top of it and hold it in place. All right, so what I found is this is not the right part for this. It doesn't sit down deep enough inside. So I pulled that back out. I'll just assemble it back together, and I will ship it back to those that we bought it from. Okay, because this is definitely not the right one. It doesn't seat down in there. So what I did is I pulled the old one out of here, and it's just filled with lime deposits and stuff, and I've got it sitting in some vinegar or CLR. So I'm just going to put that back. There's nothing wrong with it. We'll put it back in the bag right here, and we will send it back to, it's only 15 bucks. I'll send it back. So it looks like the other one will work. I have some, I pulled this back out. I have some O-rings. I have a whole packet of O-rings inside, and we'll replace the O-ring on it. The shaft's a little bent on it, but I think it still works. I hope it still works, because we're going to need it to work since I can't find it. You can see, look at all the deposits on the old one here. And this over here, I'd rake and move it over. Just see, look at all the deposits on those too. So we'll pull these out. And they've got little springs in them. We will go ahead and clean all of these up, put them back in, and then put this together and see if we can get it to work. So this is just an old toothbrush. I like to take them after the bristles are kind of worn out and just put them in the dishwasher. Run them through the dishwasher and then just kind of throw them in the junk drawer. I know everybody's got one in their house where you just got odds and ends sitting. So I'll just throw them in there, and I use them for little projects like this. And then when you're done with it, you know, if the brush is still good, great, clean it and throw it back in the drawer. If it's not, throw it away. It's already a used toothbrush anyways. But it's a good way to kind of recycle something, if you're into that recycle stuff. Look at this one, it's just all covered with powder, you know, so we'll clean that off. That's just lime and mineral deposits from the water that they used when they were running the compressor, or the, not the compressor, but power washer. While we're waiting for Ray to come back, he went to go get some engine oil and some gasket or O-rings. So while we do that, we're going to go ahead and change the oil on this. I noticed the other day when I checked it, it just started leaking out. It's got a drain plug for it, but it's behind the tire, and I couldn't figure out any other way to get it out without making a bloody mess everywhere. You know, I ended up making a mess anyways. Look how dark that oil is. Good thing about it, no gas or anything in it. which is good. And we'll go ahead and drain the gas out. I don't know if the gas gut it has water in it or anything like that, how long that gas has been sitting in there. So we'll go ahead and drain that out as well. I'll show you guys where that drain plug is and how do you get to it and drain something? Here, let me show you here. There's the drain plug. Here's the deck. How do you get anything underneath that? And then the tire's right in the way. So tipping it over is probably the best thing to do, but as you can see, it makes a mess. All right, let's get this gas part. All right, here's the line coming from the gas tank right here to the carburetor. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to remove it from here. I'm going to remove it from here, and then we'll pour the gas into a little pickle jar here. Now, sometimes when they get old, they get brittle. So let's get that here. Open up the top and let it drain a little quicker. All right, so if there was any water in the fuel, it would be down here at the bottom, and I don't see any. And need a jar. And the last of it's drained out. All right, so you get the old O-rings here. I'm just going to kick that. That's the old one. And I don't know if you guys can see, but how flat it is. So Ray picked up an O-ring kit. So this is the size right here, 111. So we're going to go ahead and replace all three of those with some new O-rings. And I've already tested all of these, so the springs in them work. The springs are clean now. As soon as we run some water in it, any vinegar that's in there will wash right out. You know though, Ray, that seal still looks okay here, so I'm not gonna we'll leave this seal. I don't have this seal, so we'll leave it. We won't mess with it too much. All right, have to get on around with a half dozen different O-rings. Hold on, Ray. Look at all these. We finally got it in. Okay, so Ray's gonna hold this. There's a washer in here that has to be held back, and then this pin slides down over it. So you'll hold that washer back. Watch your fingers there. Is that my wife?
Mm-hmm.
So Ray's cleaning up the end of this nozzle. We took these downstairs on the wire wheel and cleaned them up and put new O-ring on it, and then I cleaned the threads on the inside of this. It's awful. Ray's doing it over here on this one right now. We're just getting out the years of oxidation and corrosion on that. So we'll get it cleaned out and then we'll get this thing running. All right, so we tried the other one just a minute. The thing started up great. Tried the other one, this leaks and the pressure doesn't seem to be very good on it. So, not sure what's going on here. Let's give it a try. So, it was definitely the handle that was the problem. Got great pressure now. Well, look at this one. Can't shut it off. No matter what you do. So I think what we'll have to do is order a new sprayer for it. This one's pretty good. So I think that wraps it up. We got it working. Engine runs great on it. Change the oil, put new gas in it. There is a little leak coming from the uploader here. And I don't know why I can't seem to get, but it's just a drop. So I don't think we're going to mess with it. The one that came from Troyville had no pressure. We got this other one here and it works. It got plenty of pressure now. Problem with the handle is the handle won't come off. So these were older sprayers. What I think we'll do is just get a new one and try it out. But if you guys like the video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and we thanks for joining us. It was a fun little project, didn't take too long to do. Thanks again. So I purchased today a new wand and hose. That other one, it just wouldn't shut off, and then the other one that originally came with it is just, it's totally shot. So I think a new wand ran me 69 bucks, and the new hose was 32. Comes with the interchangeable tips on it. So it's got the green one on there right now, and here are all the other colors. So that wasn't bad. So I think it was $50 in parts. I had a buddy weld right here where on both sides you can see where they were, it had gone bad. So that didn't cost me nothing. That part there and the other uplifter was just, with shipping, was 50 bucks, and another 70 plus another 30. So not too bad for used, and got it back up and running instead of throwing it in the dump. We were able to recycle it, reuse it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks again for watching.